Yo, it's DJ Rich Kid. I'm with DJ Zeros. Who's up next?
Rich Kid, thank you for having the time to come out to the show. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Let's start off where your love of hip hop came from and where you grew up at.
Okay, so born and raised in the Bronx.
Okay, what part?
I was born across the street from like Van Cortlandt Park is where I kind of like grew up, that area. So like Broadway and Cedric. And then I moved when I went to high school to Gun Hill and Boston Road. Okay. So the other side of the Bronx, two complete opposite sides.
So you've been in BX all your life now?
Yeah, all my life.
Okay.
All my life I've been in the Bronx.
And let's talk about your childhood growing up in hip hop. How was that, man? Like, what do you remember listening to and loving?
It was crazy because like I remember being a little kid and I got like a radio. I had like this radio in my room. I don't even know where it came from, but I just know I had a radio in my room, and I used to always listen to the radio, always listen to what was like being played, like the hottest songs and stuff like that. And I remember listening to Biggie and stuff like that as a young kid. So I mean that's kind of I guess where it all started from. Okay. Was just being a kid, being interested in the radio and you know just listening. Well,
what do you remember listening to like heavy, like listening to like a lot on the radio?
Biggie, definitely. I was a really big Mace fan. Okay. So I listened to like Mace. I remember like I got like Mace CDs and stuff like that. And then as I got older, I started to like really like Nas a lot. So like Nas became like one of my favorite rappers.
Did you like Nas because of his conscience or the way what he rapped about?
Nah, I don't even think, because I was so young that I didn't even really understand it until I got older to like really understand. Okay. But like it was just like, I guess the way like Nas put stuff together, it just like, it kind of had that feeling that was just dope, you know?
Are you still a Nas fan?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Did you hear the new album?
Of course.
What do you think about that collab with him and
Kanye? Yeah. It was cool. I don't think it was like one of those like classic albums. To me, it was cool. I said it on our podcast too. Like I'm like, it was a cool idea. It was cool. It's great to hear Nas, but I don't think it was like, you know.
Remember, it's like a classic, like you said. It wasn't classic.
It wasn't a classic. It was something cool, you know. Okay.
So when does your love for DJ start? You know, happening?
That happened in high school.
That happened in high school?
Yeah. When I first got to high school, we had a pep rally. Okay. And there was a DJ there, and the DJ was like killing it. He had everybody hype and everything, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this is something I want to do. Mm-hmm. But like even thinking back though, like it might have started a little earlier than that, but I wasn't like serious because like in like middle school, my friends was rapping, and I couldn't rap. I was trash, like horrible. So I was like, yeah, I'll be the DJ. Like I'll be not even knowing what a DJ does. I was like, I'll be the DJ or whatever. Okay. So then fast forward to high school, like seeing that kid really get everybody hype, I was like, yo, this is something I think I want to do or try.
When you first get your first equipment, are you still in high school? Or
yeah, high school.
You still in high school?
Yeah.
What's your first setup like?
I got the DJ in the box. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
I don't even know what that is.
But it was like these two Gemini belt drive turntables and like a really like basic 2-channel mixer. And I got it for Christmas because I started bugging my parents about it. Like, I want to DJ, I want to try it out. My dad was into music or whatever. Excuse me. So he was like, all right, whatever. Like, I'll just get it for you. Mm-hmm. It was probably like $200, the whole thing. All right. So I got that, and this was before Serato came out. Mm-hmm. So I was still going to like, there was this record shop called Moody's on White Plains Road. Okay. And I was buying records and stuff like that, and just like kind of like teaching myself like, you know, the basics of it.
So you're self-taught? Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
How was that, man? Like self-teaching, self-DJing. Like how was that, man? Like
it was cool. I've always been the type of person that like I like to learn stuff, but then as soon as I think I've learned that part, like I want to learn the next thing, and it's kind of hard to teach yourself like to get further and stuff if you like, you know, if you're going along as you learn. So it was cool. It was difficult at sometimes, but you know, made it work.
Did you when you like first discover like scratching for yourself? Like,
oh man,
how was that?
I think every DJ when they first like want to become a DJ, that's like the first thing you want to do. So like on these turntables, like they were so trash, like you couldn't even do it. You couldn't scratch on there at all. Like you would like try and scratch, and the record would stop and just like take 10 minutes to pick back up. Like it was so crazy. So I actually took a break from DJing after that because I was like, yo, I don't even know. I can't like progress any further, like, because I got this simple setup. My parents like, all right, we started you off.
Now you got to do the rest.
If you want to do it, like, you're going to save up and get it. So, you know, there's other things. I started wanting sneakers and clothes, you know, in high school. So I kind of took a break from it and then picked it back up in college. So
and talk about that, picking it back up. When did you pick it back up?
I went to a college party and the DJ was trash, so trash. And it was every week. And, like, it would be the same trash. Everybody would complain about it, but it was, like, there was nobody that could play the music. So that I was like, yo, I know I could do, like, so much better than this guy. Like, I know how to mix 2 records, at least, without them sounding crazy.
Right.
So that's when I picked it back up. I got, like, this is when controllers came out. Like, the first ever controllers. I got, like, a simple controller, like a Hercules controller. Okay. And I started practicing again. So that's what came back.
Let's talk about the name change as far as DJ Blaze to Rich Kid. Yeah, how did that happen?
That's funny that anybody even knows that.
I did my homework.
I just said that somewhere. I don't even remember where I said it at.
Yeah, you did.
But I just said that somewhere. But that goes back to like middle school. Like, you know, when you have like those nicknames as a kid, and it's just like that was my nickname. I couldn't rap, so it was DJ Blaze. And then there was a DJ Carl Blaze that passed away, so I felt like I didn't want to like disrespect any type of way, so I just changed my name to Rich Kid because I felt like that's who I was at the time. You know what I'm saying? Still am, but like that's how that was my feelings at the time. You know, so yeah, it's Rich Kid now.
Any significance why it's Rich Kid? Like, is there any background to the name, or you just picked it out of a hat, or you...
Nah, it's a little bit. Like, I was huge into Pharrell's clothing, like Billionaires Boys Club. Okay. And I went to the store and it was like this quote about like, wealth is of the mind, not your pocket. Yeah, so like I was like, wow, that's dope. So I was like, rich doesn't necessarily mean you have to have tons of money. You know what I'm saying? You could be rich in anything. So I just put the two together and just kind of, you know, made that what it was.
All right. Side note, I actually got that shit tatted on. Yeah,
I just noticed. I was like, all right. I was like, once you finish it, I was like, oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you go from DJ Blaze to Rich Kid, and when do you start taking yourself serious? Is it right after college?
I was in college.
You was in college?
In college. So the parties that I started going to, the kid, he didn't want to let me DJ. So at that point, he was like, nah, I got this. Like, I don't know who you are or whatever. So towards the end of the time I'm in college, this new party comes around. So my boy's the photographer. I'm like, yo, tell whoever the promoter is, I need to be on the party. So I think it was the day of the party. He's like, yo, I got you. You're on. I was like, cool. Bodied it. First time, like, in a long time, bodied it. And it was packed. So that's kind of, like, where it started. So I was doing my school every weekend. And then it just started growing. I started doing more schools. I started doing the schools around. I know I didn't say what school I went to, but I went to Monroe and New Rochelle. Okay. So I started doing Iona. Then I started traveling upstate to the SUNY schools. And from there, it was just, like, building all the time.
Talk about that feeling that you get, you know, when everybody's feeling your set, man. How is that, man?
I mean, that's a great feeling. I mean, it's like, it's indescribable how it feels. You know, it's just like when you have people rocking with you from something that you're like creating. Like, I think people just think we get up there and just pick songs and it works, but it's like you really trying to control a crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got to make them feel happy. You got to make them energized, excited. You got to, you know, like kind of get all these emotions from these people that you don't know, and they don't even know you, and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They just want to hear music and party. So